From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Here I come again.
On first down, Green. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. 4 yards on the
On second down now, it's Green. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check 20.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. This is Hill. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. That's great.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Check it back. Check it back.
The 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Rams' 46-yard line.
2nd and 9. Haskins, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
First down, Arizona.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Rams' 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd down, it's Green. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And incomplete. Crisis averted Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Haskins to throw it. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Rush in. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 54, Mike 54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me. 54, right there, right there.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Don't get nervous.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
6 man. Check girls. Check. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Here we go. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 10.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? The offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Murray now on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 22, check, over. 22, check, over.
On first down, Green. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd down now, it's Green. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Green. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll run on first down. Green. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And McManus able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Yeah.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into
a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Murray. Got his man. That's Harry. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Mullins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Single slot.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Check 13. Check 13.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Haskins to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Pick up the ball. Check 9, check 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Tens the mic. They gonna need truck. They've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. You can't block me.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Watch out. Shoot. Show it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Hey, get in the weight room.
On 1st and 10, Murray flushed out right. He's going to take it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On 1st down, it's Green. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here we go with Haskins. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Cardinals, they pick up their second win now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.